Wow, 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 wow. I couldn't believe it. So I just knew I had to record something new and not keep anybody waiting. Thank you so, so much for watching. Today, I'm going to be showing off this brand new album that I bought. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the Fancy That album by Pinkpantheress. I have been listening to it non-stop, and when I saw it, I just had to purchase the physical copy. And I'm not sure if this album comes without this magazine as well. I'm sure there are individual purchases available, but mine was bundled up with this awesome fan-made zine. Look how gorgeous it is. I just can't wait to show it off and read through it with you guys. And I'm going to fully read it. It's actually a full interview, I believe. Some silly questions that they had her answer. And just look at this awesome album art. I had never seen the backside of the album before. Look how perfect it is. It's just gorgeous. I adore her. I just thought, wow, this looks so amazing, and I needed to have it for myself, despite the fact that I'm certain I'll be listening to it more on Spotify. Anyways, there you go. Today we are looking at just the magazine, and I believe the backside is just, it's just the patterning. There's some glue on there from where it was stuck to the CD. I'll get that off. So, let's have a look, shall we? Doesn't she just look so good? I love her hairstyle. I know it's a wig. So here we go. Fancy That, the zine. Now, I was previously under the impression that the Fancy That zine was done by Pink's team, but I realized upon opening to this first page that it actually says that it's a fanzine. So I have to assume that this was put together, created, designed, all of that by fans of Pink. So I love that. Very, very cool, and it's clear already that there are some really talented artists working on this. How amazing is this first page? Pinkpantheress Q&A and A to Z. Pinkpantheress favorites, her favorites, and behind the scenes. What are your 3 worst traits? That's the first question here. That I'm a control freak, I obsess over things, and that I'm too gorgeous for this world. That's what she has decided to answer with on this beautiful star page. How cool is this design? I feel like this kind of style, this cutout style, is very in right now. How pretty. I just love that it almost looks 3D, like the stars are just sitting on top of the page. Is this illegal? I wonder, did they actually ask her this question, or are they just including this as a little extra piece? Illegal. Is this illegal? What a good song. I mean, I love the album so much, but this is definitely a standout. One of the standouts for sure. It feels illegal. It sure does. What a cool design there with the rip-off coupons or phone numbers, whatever you might put there on a street pole advertisement. So pretty, so pretty. And here, it seems they've asked her favorite word, and she's decided to say kitsch. I feel like that is so English, so English. That's so Pinkpantheress. Her style right now, the aesthetic right now, is very, very interesting. It is so unique and so compelling to communicate no, to commemorate the new mixtape by Pinkpantheress. Wow, wow, wow. Goodness, I'm sorry for the loud cars, you guys. I don't know what's up. How is it that when I'm in a smaller city, the cars are louder? Here they've asked her the last dream you've had, and she has said, well, actually, first let's look at this like embroidery, simulated embroidery that is so cool. It looks like you could just be able to touch it and scratch it. That I was at a ski resort and I had lost my feet. Her feet. That's the dream she had. That's interesting. I feel like I've had dreams at ski resorts too. It's kind of a strange liminal space, being on top of a mountain like that. Now here we go, look at this gorgeous page, all green. What color is Tuesday is the question. What color is Tuesday? She just looks so perfect here. I love this picture of her. Look at the face card. Green. She has decided that Tuesday is green. I think I could agree with her there. I could agree with her that Tuesday is green. I can agree with that. Now, these pages are kind of unique. How do you know you're in love? When I think about them before myself, how sweet is that? That is so adorable. What a great perspective on love. That inherent care of putting someone else before yourself. That's really intimate. That's really authentic and sincere. How sweet. I really love that take. And this page is really pretty, although I'm not sure. This seems like it was maybe both of these, this whole spread, this 2-page spread seems to be very creative, but it doesn't really include much of Pink herself. Here, the question is favorite dressing, which is pretty funny. Favorite seasoning, actually, and she has put Thousand Island dressing. I'm having trouble focusing the camera here to get it to really see the question scrunched up at the top there. There we go. Yeah, Thousand Island dressing. I love the fonts that they've used. It's so on brand. Favorite insult. She has decided that her favorite insult is turnip. Turnip. Now that's one I haven't heard before. I think it must be British. It must be British. That's just the assumption I'm making. And her favorite season is apparently the summer. The summertime. The summer. I think mine is winter or fall. This page is so pretty. They asked her favorite recipe, and she said that she makes the absolute best ragu pasta. Ragu pasta. I can't make anything. I'm totally inept in the kitchen. But apparently Pinkpantheress makes the best ragu pasta. Ragu pasta. That's amazing. I would love to try it. This page is so cute. I love the look here with the barrettes, the clips in the hair, and the way that they've designed the stars and how the word comes down beside her. Very pretty. Very pretty. it seems. Actually, she picks and chooses, I guess, when she can see and when she can't. Her favorite film. What a cool page we have here with this awesome explosion design. Pink chose Battle Royale, Battle Royale, Battle Royale. What an awesome choice. I wonder what else she likes to watch. She seems to have such a unique taste. I wonder what else is in her palette in terms of TV and movies and the like. No trouble with that page there. Now here we come to the first words page. The first words that come to mind with each letter of the alphabet. A to Z, A to Z. For some reason I couldn't find where it started. My eyes really should have gone up to the top left, but instead I just couldn't find the A, so I came right back down to the horror. H for horror, W for walker, walker. Z, she chose Zoe, Zoe. For X, I had trouble reading this, but I could have guessed it. It's xylophone, xylophone. Of course the musician would choose xylophone. Not that I can think of another X word. Yes, and symphony, symphony. Turnip again is hilarious. Piano, P for piano. E for effigy, effigy. F for flower, flower, flower. L for Leona, Leona, Leona. D for Dementor. N for nope, nope, nope. O for orange. We have rosacea. R for rosacea. It's an interesting pick. And picking Dementor is very English too. We have U for uniform, Q for quarantine, quarantine, quarantine. J for Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. And then we have V for Victoria, Victoria, Victoria. And then we have this tiny little, oh my gosh, I have no idea what this says. Inject, inject, inject. Of course, I for inject. Inject. Interesting first word to think of. Then we have A for allegedly. Love that one, allegedly. And then boring. B for boring. Ghastly. G for ghastly. And finally, last but very not least, C for chicken. Chicken, chicken. What an awesome page. Full of insight. So cool, I love the spotted tights. Now they've asked her, who do you fancy? Who do you fancy, Pinkpantheress? And she says, too many to count. Too many to count. Wow, wow. What an honest answer. Previous jobs. She says, I used to work at a shop called the Co-op. The Co-op, of course. Marks and Spencer's and a cricket ground. Now, I'm familiar with all of the above except a cricket ground. What the heck is a cricket ground? I have no idea. The Co-op I'm really fond of. Love to get gas there. I'm sure she served us well at the Co-op. I don't know really, Marks and Spencer's are fine, but what the heck is a cricket ground? And finally, to finish off the fanzine, we have this awesome advertisement or promotional spread for these hats that she released. These hats, these awesome hats.